X's and O's with LeRoy Butler. He's brought to you by Potawatomi Hotel and Casino.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to X's and O's with LeRoy Butler. So we're here after the Chargers game, and we are going to take a look at a 46-yard deep ball that was a great response. I think the Packers had just scored, and
field goal.
Field goal. And San Diego's got the ball at their own 25, 46 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yeah.
What do? They dial up a deep ball. So this play starts out with this tight end.
Yeah, Hunter
Rivers
Henry
makes a call.
Yes.
And he just comes in here, and what is he basically calling him in there for?
He bringing him in for extra protection because they need it because this play's going to take a while.
Okay. So he sees that there's an opportunity for a deep ball.
Yes.
And he wants the protection.
And he also can check here if this guy's coming, he'll pick him up.
Mm-hmm.
If that doesn't happen, he'll come back over, make it like a fake trap. He'll come over, you fake it to Gordon, and then you can do anything you want down. Because they also have a play where he comes over, they'll let Kenny go, he'll trap him, and they run it right through his middle.
Right.
So those are a lot of plays that you're thinking about defense. But anytime you call the tight end in, it's for max protection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, essentially, this side of the field is not going to matter too much.
No.
Tremont Williams has inside technique here, and he's going to make him, not matter. Over here, we've got Mike Williams, wide receiver in purple, and we got Jaire Alexander, and really we should have.
Yeah, that's a good point. We're going to put Amos. We'll put him in purple. Yeah.
So why don't you just go ahead and show the route combination over here that's going to develop as the Packers rush 5 guys. And
had some pressure, too, by Zaire Smith. Had a nice inside move to get hit. And basically, the middle back, you have Melvin Gordon deep, so he's going to be out of it, too. But as a safety, these are the kind of plays you dread, especially when I moved from corner to safety, because if it was somebody in front of me, they always told me it's somebody behind you.
Okay.
So you have to think about that. So what happens is Keenan Allen, who's really the primary target, is a decoy. Mm-hmm. He's going to come up and just try to come over, assuming this is a deep third. Let's say he was in some kind of deep third or quarters, just to clear it out for the 8. But here's the thing that kind of confused a lot of people. You couldn't see it on television.
Yeah.
And we're going to show
and
it
we don't have
video.
enough room on the board because he actually runs it in front of 31.
Yes.
This route.
And it kind of tricked him a little.
Right.
He's thinking, well, this is kind of a semi-play action. And when he came over, you got 2 guys coming over, and 31 is here, and he just kind of clamps on. Now, what that does, Tom, you get a guy sprinting up and running a true 8 route. Mm-hmm. And as a, outside technique corner, you're outside. Now, what should happen in a perfect world, you bypass this, and Amos got to go to the middle. Mm-hmm. So if I was grading this as a coach, I would give a minus to 31 and a minus to 23. Mm-hmm. Ultimately, 23 has to get the ball out, but 31 has to be in the middle. You never lose, never vacate the middle.
And so watching this, you think, okay, well, 26 probably should drop back. But it's pretty clear his man is 86.
Right.
And we talked about this last week when he forgot about 86, or he forgot about Kelsey.
Oh, that's true.
And he let him go. This time he said, I'm not going to screw this up.
Right.
I'm going to stay on the tight end.
Yep.
Okay.
He said, I'm not going to go for it.
One thing you can always tell, is if a guy is expecting help in the middle, he plays outside technique, which means he does not let him get here.
Right.
He pushes them to the middle.
Yeah.
So let's go to the tape and see if that's what happens. So we start out, and
all the DBs got good depth, but you see Tremont at the bottoms and bump and run, and the corners up top. Jaire is off because there's a bunch.
Yeah.
Because people were asking why they kind of staggered.
Okay.
And you never really, you let the guy bump and run if his man is on the ball, like 39 is on the ball because this guy is Keenan Allen. He's up.
Okay, so here we go, and now you're going to see that tight end. He's going to move, and Savage is going to say, oh, yep, got him this time.
Yep, that's
right?
my guy.
Right.
They will not fool me this time.
Okay, so there he goes. And now we'll get the snap. And there you see that round combination at the top. Okay, Alexander in yellow has Mike Williams. And that red line at the top, that signifies that he's at outside technique. He's giving him the middle, right?
Yep.
He's not going to let him outside.
Taking him to his help.
You see Blake Martinez with the yellow eye. He's right on Gordon. And you see
just in case
Savage.
If there's a screen.
Right.
Right.
Okay, and we can let it fly after that.
And if you're a quarterback, this is the coverage that you want. The middle is vacated wide open.
Yep.
Almost at the end, you looked at that he almost got the ball out.
Yeah.
But the one thing that used to happen back then, corners would get up and immediately go towards the safeties like, hey, you can't do this, sort of let people know it's not their fault.
Right.
But at the same time, that's why offenses were starting to do that in the 90s and early 2000s. They would always send a guy at the safety and stop him.
Right.
And hope he jumps him, and then the next guy clams him up top.
Okay.
So they just say, leave that guy alone and just never vacate the middle.
All right, so let's continue on and with a different angle. And now here's where we get a better idea what Amos's assignment was.
Yes.
All right, so there we
So
go.
he should be rotating to the middle instead of kind of flat-footed at this particular time?
Right, you see Savage has got his eyes on the tight end. Martinez has got Melvin Gordon. And you see Amos is really kind of in the middle there. He could go either direction. He's got to watch Tremont's guy, I guess, and he's got to watch what's happening on the left side. Okay?
Right. He's going to be in the middle for everybody. Whoever runs a deep middle route.
Right.
But when Keenan Allen runs a deep over route, he jumps it.
Yes.
Now,
so you see where his eyesight is, and you see where the X is. That's the open part of the field.
Yes. Now, what you could do, what we used to do in our defense, if he's going over, the nickel would let him go, and he would replace. But they're not to that level yet. But I would just, as soon as my man was going across, I let him go, and there's a dead sprint to the middle. So it will be somebody in the middle for Jaire Alexander.
Yeah. How would you know whether that was would that still be considered a man coverage if Chandon Sullivan drops off? Because it looks like they're in man.
Yeah, they're definitely in man, because otherwise he'd stay backside in the flat.
Okay.
So they're in man-to-man, definitely. And the only guy that's not really doing anything is 31 and 26. Now, when I was at 26, if my guy was up there blocking, I would be on my way to the quarterback.
Okay.
And I got a lot of sacks like that.
Right.
Because they're going to go max protection. Then if you come, that's one guy they don't account for you. But again, Zadarius Smith is getting pressure. He's going to get a nice hit on the quarterback. And it doesn't alter the throw, but you still get a hit on a quarterback.
Okay, so then we continue. And there you just see the distance between, the middle of the field just so wide open.
I can imagine what the coaches were seeing this from the press box going, oh, no.
Yeah.
We had the perfect coverage on.
And they finish it up.
Yes.
Here it goes down to Mike Williams, and Alexander can't get it out. Tries. Pull it out.
And these are the kind of plays that the Packers pretty much lead the league in. And it's amazing that you're 7-2, really, because normally you get a big play like that, you lose a lot of games.
Yeah.
But it's a learning experience for some of the young guys. I mean, they're going to be put in these positions. Because remember, every team sees this stuff.
Yeah.
So you'll see the same play, but maybe they won't do it on this side. They'll flip-flop it, maybe put a guy in motion and bring him back, but it's the same play.
Okay.
And you got to defend it the same way.
All right. And next, we're going to look at how San Diego's defense really confounded the Packers.
Yep.
Okay, so now we'll switch sides of the ball and look at the offense against San Diego. So the Packers were in bad down and distances quite often. Second and 15 here, second quarter. I think the point in those is you're not going to get it all, you're usually not going to get it all back in one. So you got to kind of play for take what they'll give
third
you.
down. Yes.
Yeah. Now, what we were going to show you is how this, I don't know what you call it, umbrella defense, where they just drop four guys across the middle of the field with a safety over the top, and they rush 4. And it's really effective. And that's why we have those 4 guys in purple. And we have Davante Adams because he actually gets open in this late. And Rodgers would have had to make a gutsy throw, but he was open, and it would have been a first down. So here's how it gets started. Jimmy Graham moves over here, and then Jamal Williams
moves there.
Here. And why did they do that?
And we remember early in the X and O's when Hunter Henry came and they called him back for max protection. This is for max protection. You want both guys to chip before they go out.
So you basically have 2 guys on Melvin Ingram now.
And two guys on both sides.
On both sides.
And everybody else, you can double team most dangerous.
Right.
And you can handle the other 2 guys. If these guys come, it's man-to-man, you can pick them up. You just want to make sure that Aaron has enough of a pocket, because it's going to be this play is going to take a long time to develop. Right. You got to make sure he has a pocket to go to 1, 2, 3, back to 1 if he wants to. And they actually, the route sends what we call a dagger route, an X-dagger. And the thing about it is it actually looked kind of fishy because normally MVS is an outside guy. And normally, 81 is on the inside. I don't know if they recognize that or not, but MVS is, he is getting it across the field, okay? He is he's out of here. He does his job because you're right about this barrier that they had right here with these 4 guys, but he actually pulls 27 to turn and run. And then all of a sudden, you got Davante Adams comes in the middle right here. And when you see that on video, it's almost as if what we call a dagger when one guy goes up and comes in. But this is a pretty good design play because you're going to get max protection and you're going to get what you want, a clear out, but the clear out coming from the other side. That's a brilliant play. But again, Aaron Rodgers has to stick with it and just trust him and make that throw.
Now, let's be clear here. This throw is tight because this guy drops here. And he's going to have to lead him, and he's going to have to throw it early.
But
and he's going to have the chance that this guy might come over.
You said it's a tight throw, right? Tight window?
Right.
Hey, we're talking about this. We got an MVP quarterback. Now, I don't expect a lot of quarterbacks to make that. Aaron Rodgers can make that in his sleep.
Phillip Rivers made it on that. And
hey, stick with one team at a time, okay?
So let's
actually ran a pretty good route. That was a nice clear out.
Yeah.
And Jim and Graham, after they chip, they're like secondary markets now.
Right.
They just both chip.
Let's come back to that. One thing I want to show is just how disciplined San Diego, LA's defense really is.
So you can see the barrier right there.
Okay. Right.
And once Jimmy Graham moves, no guy moves with him, Aaron knows it's a zone now.
Okay. So now, there it is.
There it is.
Cross with the safety
And you got your middle safeties about 25 yards deep.
Yeah, good luck throwing into that.
Right.
Okay, but like you said, it's a pretty decent play. So as we move forward, you'll see
MVS, he is gone.
Now first, here's the max protect. All day long to throw. Really.
He should probably be letting it go right about now. Let it go.
Yeah, he's looking at Adams there.
Yeah, but it's crowded because you got the middle linebacker there and you got 27 who back is turned now because he's trying to not let 83 get back of him. And then after that, hey, it's a wrap.
Yeah, now
you get 1 yard.
Let's just go back to the board really quick. And then we'll go back to one better look at the video. So both these guys blocked, and like you said, they released. If you hit, you probably are better off hitting Jamal Williams. Jimmy Graham, if he could break a tackle here, it's a one-on-one. Now, granted, the ball gets there a little late, and this guy's right in his face. But if you can somehow break a tackle, you got a chance at the first down. That's what these release routes are about.
That's why they call them.
The guy breaks a tackle.
They call them check downs.
Yeah.
And you really want to check it down in your memory saying, you know what, I'm going to get a manageable third down. I'll drop it off to Williams, and now it's 3rd and like 8 or 6.
Yeah.
It's better than 3rd and 14.
I'll tell you, I like it if this guy is 33 and he's right here and you dump it to him. I like his chances of getting turning it into 3rd and 2.
I don't mind 30 because he ran over 5 guys later in that game and still picked up a first down.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a tough guy. But again, MVS did his job. He cleared this thing out, and like you said, there's that small window. MVP, make that throw. They pick it up. And I'm going to tell you, if they had picked this up, Gus Bradley would be highly upset because he thinks this is the perfect defense.
Yeah, and
but
this would have been a backbreaker for them.
It really would have
changed the
with
game.
The momentum.
Let's take a look at what happened ultimately. So here we've got that again. You see the 4 across. Now, Rodgers going to pull off. Now, there's his receivers. They all look really covered, right? I mean, almost doubled practically. But in the next motion, you're going to see Davante Adams. I'm going to have you pause it right there, Bill.
Yep. There it is.
There it is. He is open. Now, he's already turned towards Jimmy Graham. But just before that, there's a shot there for Davante Adams.
Absolutely. It's a very tight window. Or you could dump it to Williams and, like I said, get 8 to 10 yards and line up against 3rd and
Right. Now, instead,
6.
we'll keep it going. He does it to Graham. Now, my point there was if Graham breaks that tackle somehow, he's going. He just needs to make a move on that guy on the inside or get to the sideline. And if he gets to the 25, then it's 3rd and 3.
Yes. I actually love the play design, and they need to stick to this play because this is a pretty good play having the dagger route come from the other side to clear it out for Davante, who's on the other side. If Davante is getting doubled, MVS is going to be wide open. So you got to pick your poison. Do you stop this one or do you stop this one? So for the people who say that maybe he shouldn't have played or maybe, no, you need him to be open
I'd
like that.
to know why, when he was watching film and, they asked Rodgers why he didn't throw it. I'd be curious to know what he saw. Probably, I think, again, he probably saw this guy. But in that situation, I don't know. Maybe you got to force it in.
Well, and it's never
still
bad.
Early in the game.
Yeah, he didn't take a sack. He got it to his outlet. So he'll get a positive on the play because he didn't take a sack. It didn't hurt his team because you can always line up again. But again, this is aggressive throw. This is a very aggressive throw, and he can make that throw. Matter of fact, there's only a few guys in the league can make that throw and who want to make that throw. But again, sometimes if you're not used to throwing interceptions, why take the chance? Really. At this point, you don't want to hurt your team. But at the same time, it was a tight window, and he can make that throw, and I'm sure he's dying to make it.
And this is an example. I don't think they changed the offense such that this was designed for Davante Adams.
Oh, yeah.
But it definitely had MVS in it, and it definitely had the outlets, too.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like
and
it
it
was
slowed the rush down.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it was just for Davante Adams. So that was a good play design.
Absolutely.
But for whatever reason, they were not doing it. Yeah.
But the other guys get paid too, so it's okay. But again,
I'm tired of that slogan.
It is, because everybody think all these plays are supposed to work. You media people.
Yeah,
sometimes these guys defend this stuff.
Yeah, but not down after down. Not if you're 7-1.
Right.
Anyway,
thank you for Potawatomi Hotel and Casino for sponsoring me. He's just here for the ride.
Yeah. Hopefully you learned something and enjoyed it, and hopefully you're enjoying our video from NFL Game Pass. We appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.
We will see you next week.